Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with NCAA 13 and the last episode of Season 1 out of the Coach Dunbar Snackbar series. So this is going to be our bowl game. We're in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl. And we're going up against Stanford, which is going to be the toughest team that I've gone up against thus far. Their team attributes are in the A's and the B's, which means I'm going to have a really tough time since I am in the C's. But the thing is for Stanford to be in this bowl game here, they had to lose quite a bit, and they ended up 6-6 during the regular season here, and they lost some games that I really would not have expected Stanford to lose, which means that it is very possible that I could end up with a win in this one. So I just got to find out here what's going to work, what's not going to work here pretty quick, and the B2 flyover. Man, I tell you what, the stealth bomber, if you ever get a chance to see it in real life, is pretty sweet. There's an air show here that they did in Nebraska a while ago, and I got to see it fly over. I'm just like, my gosh, that thing is awesome. And then there's a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, but there's like an F-117, there's an A-10, F-16, a whole bunch of stuff here for this air show. And they recreated Pearl Harbor. Some of you may have seen that, because I know that part of the show was something that toured around quite a bit. And of course the Blue Angels were there too. That was pretty sweet. But anyway, that's for another video here. Let's get to it here. 3rd and 9, getting the pass to Maples to be able to get the first down here. And it seems like the passing game is working a lot better here than I have seen in some other games here, and definitely a lot better than I had anticipated. Just throwing it deep to my halfback here seems to be working pretty well, because it's confusing the safeties. They end up, when I have everybody go on a, dang it. When I have everybody going straight up the field here, the 2 safeties are going to go to each end, and that's going to leave my halfback here who's going straight up the middle with really nobody to cover him once he gets past the linebacker. Oh my gosh, that's a creepy mascot right there. Anyway. So I'm going to try and keep going with it here. My running game, which I usually try and mix in, really is not working right now at all. So got to stick with the pass. Lucky that one does not get intercepted. So it's going to be 3rd and 3, 2:40 left in the first quarter. We've been going through things pretty fast, and I'm able to get the first down. Now Stanford, when they got their drive, hey, that was 3,000 yards for Trent Steelman. Nobody would have anticipated that one. On Stanford's drive, they actually took a lot more time than I was expecting, which means this video may go a lot faster than I was anticipating here too. 1st and 10 now for us. I'm not going to stop doing this play here until Stanford can prove that they can stop it. Now, only picking up 5 right there. That's probably the least that I've been able to gain yet from that one. But throwing deep, that one got swatted away. And now we're looking 3rd and 5. So at this point, I'm kind of worried that my drive has stalled. I'm not going to be able to get it back here. Throwing off a defender, going deep, and I make the catch and get the touchdown here, 7-0. That was pretty sweet. And in the highlight, they don't even show Steelman throwing off the defender. That's what I think was probably the coolest part of it. And that was a really accurate pass. So give it all to Steelman on that one for making that play happen and making it look easy. All right, second quarter now. 7-0. Maples picking up 2 on the ground. I'm still trying to test it, see if the running game's going to end up working, because I don't want to just focus on the pass. But if it's working like it is right here, I'm all about that. One of the things that I did prior to going into this game was to do some research on Stanford and how they were doing. Now, defensively speaking, they were doing pretty good on the run. They was defending against the pass here. Defending against the run, they were doing pretty good. It was defending against the pass that they were really, really having a hard time. So that's why you're seeing a lot more passing in this game. I don't know if it's because there are some injuries. I can't remember that, and I probably should have taken a look. But, yeah, I don't know what it is, but the pass, that's what I've got to do here. 4th and 2 for us. I have to go ahead and punt it. Got 5 minutes, 10 seconds now in the first half. Still only picking up a few yards, so let's just go back to the pass. It's what's working. Getting hit as I throw. That's going to go incomplete And now 3rd and 7. So something a little bit different here, but I'm still going to be sending my halfback on a streak. Maples makes the catch, and it keeps working here. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to go with the same play here, see if they pick it up. Going deep. Oh, lucky that one didn't get caught. That would have been 2 interceptions where I got pretty close, and I didn't make it. That time I get the first down here. So let's go with a little screen pass. Let's see if that's going to do us any good. Dang it. I hate it when I throw the screen and nobody blocks at all. So I get the hit. I lose 3 yards. That was a terrible play. All right. 2nd and 13 now. Got a lot of options here, but not able to find anybody, and that one goes incomplete. So 3rd and 13 now for us. I'm going to try and go with this same play that's been working so well for me here. I find Maples open. He makes the catch and gets the first down. So we are really moving the ball against Stanford through the air, especially as we pass up the middle. 200 yards so far in the game. Had a pretty decent completion percentage here, but get tackled from behind right there, and Maples is down, and he's actually going to be out for the rest of the game. So we're going to be going through this bowl game here without my starting halfback. Did go through a few weeks of the regular season without him, and I did all right. So we'll see how I do right here. Trying to run it up the middle to jump over everybody, but I can't make it. Stanford's defense really stopping me right there, and going to have to force me to go ahead and kick the field goal. So 10-0 here for Army with 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Now, I got to give a lot of credit to my defense here. Stanford has 7 points now. They score on that drive, but the amount of time, wow. Sweet catch. Now, the amount of time that it took Stanford to score, that's pretty good, especially out of my type of defense. That was phenomenal. So was that catch, too. Wish my wide receivers would be diving like that. I'd be throwing to them a lot more. So now getting it to Brown. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. I'm trying to rush it here a little bit. That time it ends up working here. So 1st and 10 after that great catch. I don't know where this is all coming from here, but I'll take it. Jumps over a defender here. Less than a minute left in the half. Now I did kick at the beginning, so that means I'm going to be receiving. 2nd and 4 now. On the cross play, I'm able to get the first down. So I'm okay with that. I don't mind that I didn't get in the end zone here, because should be able to right here really thread the needle, and I get the touchdown. Take a look at this one here. This is all about timing, catching the wide receiver at the perfect opportunity. That was great. That's the kind of passing that I like to see, and I never would have anticipated that I would have turned Army into a passing team. I mean, just as they developed over the season, I'm excited for what they're going to be able to do next season with me as offensive coordinator here. I got 1 week left, or I'm sorry, 1 year left on my contract, and then we'll see about going to another team. Actually, you know what? We're going to see what happens at the end of this, because even though my contract is not up yet, I still may get a job offer from another school. And if it's good enough, I might take it, because I kind of want to do a head coaching job. And I've earned a lot of prestige just so far, taking Army to where they are right now. And heck, we're 10 points above Stanford right now. Look at that catch. Brown at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Oh, and he gets tackled at the 1 yard line. Oh, luckily that flag wasn't against me. If that was holding, whew, I would not have been happy. I might have actually sworn for the first time on YouTube. Okay, it probably wouldn't have been that bad. But a huge pickup right there. That's awesome. Tried the running game here. It didn't work at all last drive. I fumble it, but recover it too. That's not pretty. This is why I don't like running against Stanford right now. So I'll try this here. Oh, there we go. Finally get into the end zone here by running it 24-7 now. So we've got a 21-point lead over Stanford. And, geez, defense. really has shown up this game for me. Stanford, not so much. We're able to pass all over them. It's got to be injuries. That's the only thing I could think of that's caused them to do this. I don't think luck would have made such a huge impact on them. But then again, you know, when you've got a really good quarterback, and Madden Ultimate Team has kind of proved this for me, when you got a good quarterback, it means a lot more than having some other players on your team that are really good, but you have a not-so-good quarterback. Hopefully that made sense. But if anybody, you know, you'd want to have on your team be really good, like if you could choose one person, I want it to be the quarterback. And maybe that's what NCAA is thinking too. There we go. Brown getting into the end zone right there. Not getting tackled at the 1-yard line. Not able to get tackled from behind. That's nice. I'm loving how this play is working. Like, I've used it here and there, but this is the first time that I've really been able to use this play effectively. And I'm surprised it's against a team like Stanford, because I had tried it a few times here against Navy. It didn't work. And some other schools as well. I think Temple was the first school I tried it with. And it worked occasionally, but not like this game has. And like I said, if it's going to keep working, I'm going to keep throwing it. All right, maybe it's not working anymore. All right, that one gets intercepted. 31-10 now with 48 seconds left in the third quarter. So 2 interceptions this game for me here, but that's okay. Once you are able to produce this much offensively and your defense is doing this well, you definitely can afford a couple turnovers here. And we catch that one. Look at that, 1,000 yards on the season for him receiving. That's another thing I wouldn't have expected. Some of these plays have just been working really well. I just find out what works against other teams and able to exploit that. It's a little slant play. Really took 2 steps back and ended up throwing that one. So 1st and 10 after that one here. Stanford has 17 points now. Less than 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Now, I'm not necessarily thinking I've got this one in the bag because it is a 14-point game. I've been able to score 14 points this quick. I can guarantee you the computer is going to be able to as well. Safeties going forward here. I was hoping that was going to be another chance to throw it deep, but hit right as I threw. 3rd and 10. So only one safety back there. You know what? I'm going to throw it to my fullback here because it seemed like they were planning on me going deep with that too. 42 pass attempts, completing it 31 times here. That's a lot of passing yards for one person, but you've seen some of the passes I've been able to go through. That's one of the things that's nice about playing offensive coordinator. I get to show you guys every single play. When I'm doing a franchise or a dynasty, sorry, I meant a dynasty here. In this game, I can't show you every single play because it's going to take a long time, but I don't know. And if I do change positions and I go with something different, like head coach, I'm going to have to edit this a lot more. This game's going to last longer, too. Hey, look at this. Brown getting it done on the ground. Getting to about the 5-yard line right here and setting up 1st and goal. So I think that if I can go ahead and cross the goal line, I think that's going to be the final nail in the coffin here for Stanford in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl. 4:10 left now, 2nd and goal. Worked earlier. Let's try it again. Allen makes the catch and the touchdown. 38 points now here for Army against Stanford 17. Just a little over 4 minutes left in the game. Yeah, I think I've got this one. Stanford fans, I tell you what, team is great. I'm surprised that they are 6-6 and they are playing like this. This is definitely not what I would expect out of real life from Stanford. And in the virtual respect, hey, look at that move. In the virtual respect, this is probably going to be one of the toughest losses of the season here for Stanford. You know, you're playing at a neutral place. You end up losing to a C school in the bowl game. But see, they're still fighting back here, getting another touchdown. 38-24, so a pretty high-scoring game now. I'm going to accept that. 1st and 5. Now, this is me being a little, I don't know. This is kind of unsportsmanlike of me here, but at this point, I'm still trying to go ahead and score. Now, on that one, that wasn't necessarily, me trying to score, but at the same time, if the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I think I'm going to actually go ahead and pursue getting some more points on the board here, because this stuff does matter towards my coach contract. I have to have a certain amount of yards per season. I've got to have X amount of rushing touchdowns, passing touchdowns, things like that, which a lot of them I've been able to achieve already. And I don't know. I just want to make sure, though, that I look good for this season. Because if something opens up that's really, really good, I think I'm going to go ahead and take it, which is sad because I don't want to necessarily leave Army. But at the same time, this is the Coach Dunbar Snackbar series and not an Army Dynasty or anything like that. So I don't think I'll be sticking with them here if the right opportunity comes up. But anyway, the running game, trying to run down the clock here. They keep calling timeout. So I'm going to keep running the ball here, 2nd and 4. Now, I don't know what's been going on here, but I've been doing a lot better on the run now than I have at any other point in the game. And they're kind of expecting it too. Using my lineman here as the lead blocker, able to get into the end zone. You got to run with that in mind of the lead blocker. That's something that the Teddy Crocker series taught me. I haven't been using my blockers nearly as well in any other year than I have this year, which is pretty cool because it's been working in some of the other ones as well here. But anyway, we win the bowl game, which is awesome. I was not anticipating that. I was thinking we were actually going to lose big. I thought it was going to be the other way around. But 52-31, the most points we have scored all season, come against Stanford in the bowl game. So if you would have told me that at the beginning of the season, I probably would have laughed at you here. But man, what a great season that it has been. End up with only 2 losses. It's going to be cool. We're going to see what next year brings for us here. I'm very, very excited, though, on what next year is going to bring. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned for the next episode to see what happens, because I'm going to have the coaching carousel, however it plays out, you guys are going to see, and a little bit of recruiting as well and stuff like that. So just to let you know, for this part 2, Wisconsin won the national championship. For those of you who wanted to know. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. As always, I hope you guys have a good one.